Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel back. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below, give this video a like, share with your friends. If you like car reviews, this is the perfect place for you. Behind me is the new Volkswagen Touareg, so we're gonna do, without further ado, jump into the car, go into the details of this car, beautiful car, amazing Volkswagen Touareg, and see in the details what's new. So let's move. Okay guys, so this is the new Touareg. Now I left the lights on so you can see them. They look really nice. I found a lot of the car. You can see the blinkers are integrated in the LED main lights. This is the key. It looks different. Now it's a new key, so I'm not going to remove this, but it's really light. You get two of them. I'm going to put them in my pocket. So I had the first review in Zagreb Auto Show. Now I'm giving you the first in-detail view of the new Touareg. So these are the lights. This is the new design, new grille. There's 4 packages, and top one's Airline, middle one's Highline, and the one I can't remember now, and the Touareg. Basically it's different packages, different bumpers. But this is the one you're probably gonna see the most. This is where the radar is. This is where the optional night vision camera might be. This might be the night camera, but it also might be another radar. So excuse me for this huge embarrassing mistake. Parking sensors. So these are just some screws that are pointing out here. Big grille, beautiful LED lights. Sorry for the shake. Nice design. I like the hood. It's really a lot of sun, but you can see this kind of space in the curves. Really beautiful lines on the car. Back up a little bit. Now we have a heads-up display. We have a lane assist camera. So this is the Atmosphere. There's also in Croatia the Highline. Pretty much is the same looks. There's some packages difference. This one has 286 horsepower. So it's a V6 diesel engine and with the 8-speed automatic DSG. Now this is the beautiful interior. We're going to jump in just in a moment. LED lights, the blinkers, nothing that says here anything about the package. As you can see, there's some chrome parts, really nice and elegant. These are 20-inch alloy wheels which look pretty nice. You have this plastic like, you know, parts of bumpers, so and you don't have any rocks to hit. If you're going off-road, there is side parking sensors, and the best part is probably here. Most of you are gonna like a real exhaust, so that's a plus for Volkswagen. Give this video a like for this. And you have 2 of them. There's 2 exhaust pipes. There's a towing hook here that's electronically operated. And these are the new LED lights. They really look nice. I like this design. It's like this part, and when you brake, the other ones turn on. So if I take the key out of my pocket and press, actually, well, it's on the bottom. I was sure it was on the top when I used it before, but okay, there's a lot of things that surprise me in this video. Hope you're not gonna stop watching this video because of that. There's a parking camera, fisheye 180 degrees LED on the back. Now you can open it with the key or just using the bottom, but if you hold the key, the car opens. Now there's a massive boot here. On the top, like in the Mercedes, you now have red and white. Good job, Volkswagen. You have lock and just close, and this, in case it doesn't work, this huge handles. Now inside there is patching kit and a lot of space underneath. You almost have a flat bottom. There's like a finger of height. You have this points on 4 sides. You have electronic hook, which I'm not going to operate now, and you have air suspension, so you can lift the car or lower it to easily put the cargo in. You have white LED lights, which is really nice. 12-volt charger. You can knock down the seats by pulling this. On both sides you have a little hooks over here. So let's knock down this seat. Actually, they both go down. And you have this cover that you can close like this. Maybe you can push it. No. For the... Okay, it goes like that, but you can slide it here and upwards or just push it back all the way. So big, spacious trunk. On the top we have a nice spoiler. There's beautiful design lines on this car. You're gonna see all of them if you buy the car and wash it. So you have a little shark fin, chrome roof racks, chrome bezel around the car, tinted windows on the back, so it really looks nice with the black car. This is the Deep Pearl Effect Black. Now the car just locked itself. Like it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Let's put the seats back, but you can see actually here how the car looks. I guess the seats can go down, but they are refusing this review. Not sure why is that the case. So the seats can stay upwards like this, or they can tilt. They obviously have a tilt position. So over here, if you can see, if you press this, you can pull the seats, and there should be a handle, which is over here, to move these and tilt the seats back. On the bottom you have chrome doorstep. You have nice speakers in the doors, leather. Everything is stiff and robust looking. Aluminum door handle, really nice. You have ambient lights. In this car it's only white color, it doesn't change lights. Have a nice speaker. This looks really nice. Soft materials. Some also hard plastic, but really robust. It's I would say Audi level. And on the bottom you have nice carpeting, nice leather here that's aired, and it looks really nice. Let's jump inside. Now I was sitting on the front, and I can say enough knee room. There's like 2-3 fingers depending on this, and there's a little light here. Maybe you can see, put the brightness to the maximum so you can better see. Nice rubber here, AC standard. This is lighten up. You have a little compartment here, 12-volt charger, 2 USB chargers for your phone. Really nice. There's a lot of space. I don't know if you can see, guys. I have a lot of space for my head. I can actually fully extend. This is approved for 2-meter tall people, and a lot of space in this car. What else can I say? It's really nice. These lights have a little ambient light around them in case you missed them. So I guess if I unlock the car, maybe, no, I have to turn them on the driver's position. And you have here a nice armrest with 2 cup holders. So nice. Doesn't have a ski hole, so you have to knock down both seats. They knock down 60-40 obviously, and the seats they are comfortable, and this middle seat is really tall. So if I move to a middle position, I still have some room for my knees. My head is touching the ceiling, but as you can see, I think for a short ride you can squeeze in. Of course, front head armrest, excuse me, front headrest is extendable. It looks just like on Audi or some better Volkswagen like Passat. And if you want to knock down the seat, you have to press this, pull it, yes, and that's it. Let's jump finally to the front of the car. So yeah, on the bottom are door seat operations and a manual. On the front, you can now, like in the Audi, lock both seats. Let me just switch the lights to off because the car is on battery. Now you have a little chrome details here. Just to point out, it's a premium car. You have folding option and heated. You can lock and unlock the car as on the back. Really nice. This is wood, so there's a texture. You have pre-seat memory seats, nice big mirror with blind spot. I think blind spot warning is an optional. Now there is a, as you can see, double soundproof, which is great because this car has a great closing sound despite the window is down. And on the back, of course, double ceilings. So I believe this car is going to have really good soundproof. Now on the bottom as well, aluminum doorstep. Nothing that suggests this is a Touareg. Ergo comfort seats over here. You have fully electric controls, lumbar, you know, everything, and looks nice. It would be nice if it had a knee part extension. Okay guys, so actually these do move. I found electronic, as you can see here. They retract, as you can see on the picture, and extract. So you can control electronically these. There's so many seat options here that I didn't know. So there's optional massage seats. I guess if you press on these, see, you can choose the bottom sides. You can tighten them up, or I guess the opposite way, or you choose so all these side bolsters move. You have to press on the seat and then you get the option. So if I press mine, you can have two of them. So I can put it back, or I can just extend it. And I think that's the max we have. Heating on the top and on the bottom. You can silence with the passenger and driver. So you can see the whole seat actually moving front. So you can adjust both seats here. Put a comfort, and other seats have settings here. And there's a lot of options in this car that are hidden inside of these menus. And I also find out that these cup holders, as you can see, have ambient lights as well, like Audi cars. So this is really nice, really surprising. There's a lot of things here inside in car settings that you just have to find out. There's like driver assistance, there's front assist, emergency, lane side assist when you're parking. And even if I change this view, if I go to assist here, if I press again up, you see lane assist, ACC, speed limiter, rear traffic alert, front assist. There's so many options in this car. It is amazing. It's really nice, and you just have to dig in. I didn't spend too much time on this because there's really a lot of people are interested in this car here, so I don't want to be in the way of the sellers. But the car is amazing. Definitely you're gonna be really pleased with this car. It is really packed with equipment. I'm sure you're not gonna be disappointed with the new Touareg. I actually love the screen, it looks awesome. When you turn off the car, like I need to turn it off, I need to leave the vehicle. Let me see if I can. Well, the seat moves also as well. You have this logo when you're out, and of course, let's see if I close it. I think I'm like leaving the vehicle. So you can see now the screen is off. You can see some finger smudges. When the screen's on, you really don't see them. In the front one, you're probably not going to touch, but overall, it's not bad. But the seats look really comfortable, and I like this accent with some sort of gray, white stitches, and this sort of beige leather that it's aired. And I believe you have heating and cooling options in this car. If you spec it up, there is a little compartment here for your private stuff. Light switch. Now the car is in auto. If you press here, you can see how it changes. You can turn it off or put it on auto. You have front fog lights and rear fog lights. independently they could turn on. You have nice ambient lights here. This is all soft, if you're wondering. This is hard plastic, but it feels robust. It doesn't feel cheap. You have electric operation for your steering wheel. And now I'm gonna jump inside. The pedals are not sportish. Here's where you pop the trunk, and you have a little button to open from the driver's position doors. You also have ambient light here, enough bottle space here, speaker here on the top, also speaker. It's nice with this chromish part. Have heads-up display, AC vent here, a large speaker, and this dash is massive. Of course, Volkswagen decided to put a digital cockpit and a massive screen in here. Tell me guys, what do you think about this? Do you like this? So the dash is completely new. You have, like in Volkswagen Passat, connected AC vents on both sides. You have like a new Polo on the bottom and one on this side. Classic Volkswagen steering wheel. This one has like a aluminium over here. Volume buttons. You can connect, of course, with your mobile phone, cruise set, and a little here controls for the inside menu. You have 8-speed automatic. This is different. Kind of reminds me of the one in Touareg, but this is different. You can press here to move, press to park, sort of like in Audi, and you have on the top this reverse neutral drive sport. Of course, you have start stop engine button here, wireless key, of course, for wireless entry. You have a electronic parking brake and auto hold. The only button here is volume, and you can press it to turn on the infotainment. We're gonna get into that in a second. Then you have this two operated. Really like to close. Okay, guys, I want to close this because there's too much noise disturbing the video. I'm gonna turn it off for now. So you have this controls. You can choose what kind of type of road you're on, or snow, I don't know, forest, off-road, similar, or track. And over here you have controls to lift or or lower the car's air suspension, which is really nice. This car should be really comfortable. And you have two cup holders here, smaller here for maybe Red Bull or something else. I'm not advertising Red Bull in any way. So wireless charging on the bottom for your phone. This is rubber mat, and then you have a nice this finished material. 12-volt charger for your phone. Another USB over here. You have to press this. Should have come back, but in this car it's kind of jammed in the way. There's probably a lot of people just touching it. And you have a big compartment here. You have SD card and a SIM card. It looks like there's no CD player. And let me just move over here. I have a deep storage. My hand goes all the way there. I don't see any AC at this point. There is a little LED light. I'm gonna close that. Really nice dash, and the screen stays on. I guess it turns out at some point. We have hazards here. This blank button, which really doesn't look nice. Volkswagen, you should remove blank buttons. And we have a huge armrest here. You can lift it up. You have LED light, another USB charger. This is a lot of space here. It's definitely a lot of space. It is fixed. It doesn't move anywhere. Doesn't have any levels, so that's a minus in my book. On the top is interesting. Of course, you have a mirror. You have a little LED light, and if you noticed, now if I move this, let me try backing up. You have another shade, so you can have two of them. You have to close, excuse me, the first one to close the second one, I guess, or whatever the order is. On the top you have lights. You have emergency SOS call, book a service or something, I don't know. You have this LED lights and this ambient lights. It is like in an Audi car. It looks really nice, but it's also in the Volkswagen Arteon, if you remember it. You have here passenger airbag warnings, nice frameless thin bezel backup middle mirror, and this is my driver's perspective. Huge mirrors, so I don't think there should be any problems with the blind spot. It is a big car. I believe it has you know, warnings to tell you if there's a blind spot or anything. And now before we get into this, just to mention, there are sport paddles here, which I forgot to show you guys. And of course you have your rain wipers, which are new in Volkswagen. I never saw this design before for Touareg, and that's pretty much it. The car lightens up. Now we can press start here. You get a blind spot warning, so it's integrated in the mirror. Now the car is low on fuel. This is the main screen. Now I'm gonna focus on this and then come back to the middle one. I have car information here, a nice picture. You can have shortcuts here, so you can go to vehicle status. It's a huge screen, and this time camera is going to be focused. You have here a lot of information about services. You have on the bottom always you have AC, so you can put it like this to, I don't know, we can put it to 22. You can turn it on the maximum. You have heated seats, so if I press here, you can turn them on, you can lower them, or you can just turn them off. Both sides have heated. If I press here, you have air condition. You have all the, you know, presets where you want to blow the air, how loud or how strong should the fan be. You can turn it just to inside air and air care, which is some sort of feature. I'm not quite sure. I never saw this before. If you know what this is, you can turn it. You can, you know, leave it in the comment below. This is where you turn off the screens. Just press the main button, so you have like two screens. There's a little hand over here, so you can use gestures. Not quite sure where the sensor is, so sometimes it like works, it doesn't work. You have watch faces here, and on the top you have menu. So if I get closer here, you have car status, you have phone you can connect, you have CarNet. It's probably not connected now. You can always use the Android CarPlay, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink and connect your phones. Excuse me. Over here you have SD cards, source you can play. You can go here, so you can choose one of these sources, and excuse me, and you have radios. I'm gonna jump to the radio now and just turn on the volume here. So I would say the speakers are pretty good. If you press this button, you mute the speakers, so I don't want to have copyright strikes. You can have still this manual. I guess no, that's for the audio. I'm not sure. I probably have to use touch to move this. You can, you know, always hold to memorize like this a station. You have here always other stuff like parking. This car has self parking. You know, heated for the rear window. I know it's kind of confusing. It takes probably a little while to get used to it. You have the standard Volkswagen menu here, and if I use here, I can probably use these gestures. So, but this is just one menu here. So you can adjust this sound. So Digital Pro Logic Dolby, I guess. And there are other features. Let's come back to this. I'm not gonna go in depth in this, but I wanted to show you a navigation, which is pretty nice. It's a large, huge screen, and this graphics is pretty good. And I've come pretty close here. You can see here Croatia. I don't know how you can zoom in. You have to probably use this. So in case you're wondering where Croatia is, it's this little country here. That's where I am. That's where I'm doing reviews. This is the Italy if you're not familiar with Europe. And I guess you can come back here. You can zoom in on your car. This is all classic Volkswagen. And that's where the north is. You can have satellite. Map 2D, you can have 3D in this case, and you know, you can turn on the split screen, or you can have full screen. you can use, you know, a lot of informations here, whatever, you know. There's settings here, so you can, you know, set up everything. And to move back to the, just press this button and you're here. If you press it again, it comes back to the navigation. Now let's leave this screen and come to the heads up. I mean, sorry, to the main screen. Then we're gonna go to the heads. Actually, I can show you the heads up right now. As you can see over there, gonna focus on it right now. And you can change it if there's snow. You can change the little speed into blue. There's an option inside the menu. Actually, wanted to show this. So you can see when I come closer, the seat moves. Like there's an animation here. Now let me come over to the settings of the car. And settings, you can change the language here. A lot of things, but okay, come back to the menu about the car, and then to this settings. You have here lights, you know, there's ambient lights, kind of stuff like that, tires, pressure. You can personalize this. You can have multiple drivers with its own presets when it comes to the car. Background light, you can turn off here the ambient lights or similar things. And here's the heads-up display, guys. So I turn it to active, brightness, full position. You can change the position. You can change the from standard to snow. So watch the now to snow, and it's blue, and you can turn it back to standard. That's just, it's a nice feature. Yeah. Okay, done with this. Back to this screen. I must say the screen is really nice. You can see some glare, but in person it doesn't. Both screens, there's not much, you know, glare. I don't see too much fingerprints, and there is this sort of dividation here where they're connected. But this is really nice, and I like this. I like this blue thingy here. You can, you know, customize this. You have audio, phone, vehicle status. It looks pretty nice. You have a night vision. Okay, so that camera on the front was a night vision. You can kind of see where it's pointing at that little ad stand over there. You can see here. It's a really nice feature. This is like when there's a like fog or something off-road. Heads-up display. Press OK. Switch off heads-up display. Okay, so I can switch it off or I can switch it on. So you can see here. Press it on. Press it's on. You have speed warnings here and similar. Off-road, I guess you can choose off-road. So you have this tilt of the car and driving data. Echo assistance is so you have cruise control. You can set it up over here, and you have map, of course, on the beginning. Of course, with this buttons, you can change how closer you are, or you know, vehicle status. You can, if there is information, you can go with up and down button. And let me see. You can like improve the brightness. Like that is interesting. Heads-up display. I guess you can. Yeah, you can use the screen, as you can see now, to adjust the height of it. Off-road. Nothing. Driving data, of course, you have here echo assist, range, consumption, everything that you need, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course here you have map, which I showed. There's music, of course. Now if I choose here, let me just show you. You can see here auto, individual, sport, normal. So this changes. You can hear in the background the car lowering. Excuse me. Here now, if I want to like lower the car, you can hear it lowering. You can hear some sounds. You can like mildly, you know, put it up. You can press signs. It's gonna level up in some sort of ideal position, I guess. You can have radio presets, you know, or just kind of goes on this each side. There is a hand, I'm quite not sure, but this is pretty much it, guys. Also, you have here some informations, like the blinkers. When I turn on the blinkers, you can see they're on the sides. You have, of course, in the outside mirrors thing is here. You have here cruise set, but I don't think that's change. And for the most part, I think there should be view, which is here. Press. You can have full screen here. You have the little screen next to it. You have, you know, all of this. And if I press view again, I guess these are the only two options. They really look nice. So, guys, I want to hear your comments below. What do you think about the new Touareg? I hope I didn't miss anything. Of course, there is more than plenty space on the front. I'm comfortable here. There's pretty much a lot of space in the back for the passengers, for your storage area. It is all nice. I don't see anything that I could criticize at the moment, so I'm looking forward for the test ride. There is no test ride at the moment. As soon as we get, this salon gets one, I'm gonna go for a test ride, gonna do point of view video and a test ride. Stay safe on the road, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. And for the test, I want to see if the back window lowers all the way down, and it doesn't. That's a minus in my book. I don't know why they did that, but overall the car looks really nice. Greetings from Croatia, guys. Stay safe on the road, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.